Hi guys and welcome back. Before we get into today's video, I just want to quickly say a massive thank you for all of you that supported our last video and went out and pre-ordered our book, because I even think it was in Amazon's top 10 hot list, which is incredible, and thank you so much. But anyway, forgetting that, moving on to today's video. And today we are talking about motivation or lack of motivation. And the reason we're doing that is because I get so many tweets and Facebooks and messages saying, can you motivate me? I'm lacking motivation. And without sounding too cruel and too harsh, the fact is, I can't do that. It's not my job. It has to come from you. And the reason it has to come from you is this, I could make a Facebook video, you could look at an Instagram of someone who's in very good shape and it might motivate you. But it has a limited time frame on it. It might motivate you for a day, it might motivate you for an hour. Whereas the motivation that comes internally from you with solid foundations and reasons behind it lasts a whole lot longer and has a whole lot more power and weight behind it. For example, let's use a client. You cannot make a client lose fat or build muscle for that matter until they are ready. That you control such a small part of their life. You might have them for an hour, maybe 4 hours a week. The rest of their 7 days, they have all that time to jeopardize it. So you have so little control over them. So you need to be pinned and held by your own thoughts and your own motivation. So when clients typically aren't ready to lose weight, they're kind of very wishy-washy with their language. And they'll say things like this: yeah, hopefully I'll get in that bikini next year, or yeah, possibly, maybe next week I can try this, or yeah, and it's all very wishy-washy. There's nothing to hold them accountable. There's nothing that's kind of emotionally or mentally pinning them down. So you need to change your words to powerful, positive things like, I will, I can, next week I'm going to weigh this, next year I'm going to be awesome, I will do this, I can bench press that, I can squat this, watch me. And you'll see how much power and how much weight that carries, because ultimately what you think and what you say is what you inevitably do. And also think about the reasons that you are doing it. For some people it might be so they can run around with their kids. For other people it's so they can live longer. And for some of us, or most of us, it's just that I feel a bit out of shape, I need to lose a few pounds. And that's a little bit harder because it's not such a big stimulus there to motivate you. It's not life-threatening, and it's not something that's really going to sacrifice your happiness. So this is where you have to become very clever, and you really have to pin yourself down to using good terminology, being kind of up on the front foot, being ready to attack things and really go at them. Like, for example, sometimes I'll have clients come in, or when I have clients in, normally the first thing I ask them is, how's your food been? And I know instantly in those first few words how it's been. If they say to me, yeah, awesome, I'm like, awesome, well done. If they say to me, yeah, it's been okay, or yeah, it's been alright, I know it could have been better, so they have room to improve. And I want you to kind of hold yourself to those kind of standards. Yes, you haven't got to be perfect all the time, and yes, I want you to enjoy your life, but at the same time, I want you to be holding yourself accountable and geeing yourself on. And this next bit's going to sound quite harsh, but sometimes we need to hear the home truths. And that is 90% of us that are out of shape, it's our own faults. Through bad diet, overconsumption, and inactivity. And that's a debt that you owe yourself. You did that to yourself, you've got to live that debt, you've got to pay it. You've got to pay it with hours in the gym, and you've got to pay it with changing the way you live and the way you eat. And that's a debt that I can't pay off. I can't do it in the gym for you. That I can guide you. That's a debt that no one else can pay off. So you've got to G yourself up for that, and you've got to take on that challenge, and you've got to fuel yourself with the right words and the right thoughts and the right actions, because it goes down a chain: thoughts, processes, actions, and ultimately you'll get where you want to be. So my tips for you guys are: start changing the way you think, the way you talk, because that will change the way you act. Be positive, be powerful, hold yourself accountable, use words and write yourself a declaration. This week I'm going to lose 1 pound, signed. Next 7 weeks I'm going to lose 14 pounds, signed. Whatever it is, put it on your fridge, something you're going to see every day. But the fact is, no one else can pay your dues for you. If you want to lose weight and you wholeheartedly want to lose fat, it comes down to you. We can guide you, we can tell you what to do, we can stand by your side, we can take you through workouts. But ultimately we control such a small part of your life. The rest comes down to you. So it's your challenge to take on. It's our challenge to you to get yourself in the best shape and be as happy as you possibly can. So go out there guys, get stuck in. We love you all. We'll be back this weekend with another video. Look after yourself and see you then.